Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. It's Brenda. I hope you're all having a fabulous day so far. We're going to continue with our paper Outpost scrap bag. I have the bigger scraps here. I have the bits here, and Pam had put in a one of her digitals with all these different pictures, so I cut them out. They can act as toppers, but I thought we could make some pockets, maybe a few tags, and I just put book page together. So I just took a page, glued a page, and then just kind of made it to be a size that wasn't going to be too huge for me to work with right away. So it's like a 12 by, it's 12 up, let's see, oh, just about a 12 by 12. So how awesome was that to be able to do that? And so all I want to do, it's all going to be the neutral papers. That's what we have in here. And so I'm just going to glue them on and then cut them up, and then we'll do some creating. Okay, so if you want to, you know, use your scraps, if you're starting to do this with me, then grab some book page, glue them together, or just use one book page as well. You don't have to even do it like this. You can do one individual page at a time if you want. But this is a nice way to get a whole bunch of pieces at the same time. All right, I have glue stick. That's all I'm going to use is a glue stick. You can sew them when you're done. You can just keep them glued, whatever you want. So I'm just going to start adding glue. This glue stick is almost empty, but I want to get it finished. So, and then just start adding bits. And some of these papers are pretty thick, like we had said yesterday, but that's okay. Just gonna glue it down. And I always seem to do my corners first. I'm not sure why. It's just the way I do it, but try not to think too much about it. And then there's this really big piece. I'm going to just tear it. You can ink all your edges if you want. I'm not going to do that. I just want to make sure that you're in camera there. Oh, don't do that. I'll do it on the book page. But it's a great way to use up paper, especially if your paper is really thin and crumbly. It's a great way to use it, because if it's old paper and it's falling apart, it doesn't make good for to use on its own. So there we go. Ooh, my glue stinks. I don't know if you find that if you use that Oohoo glue, but yeah, it's doesn't smell very nice. I'm just gonna pop that one just like that. And these blank pages, they can all be, you know, inked on, stamped on, stickers, whatever. It doesn't stay plain for very long. Oops. There we go. And don't worry if papers go off the edge. It can be trimmed up later on. There we go. Pop that there. And things can go sideways, upside down. It doesn't have to go all one way. Yeah. Oop. Okay, I'm not even going to try and lift that. And then this can go in that corner, I think. hopefully you've all been enjoying your week so far. I'm just going to add some glue there. Oh, sorry, it folded up on me. So there we go. So it's looking pretty good. I don't want the whole thing on there. There we go. It goes pretty fast, especially if you use bigger pieces. You know I don't like using tiny little scrap bits. So I'll just try to get up this corner. I know it's loose. There we go. A little bit of color. Just right there. Oops. There. Put that there. I won't add the glue to it. It'll just disintegrate. Yeah, I'll be fine. Oh, look at that. Just came right off. Add this to a little spot right here, maybe. I'm just taking off the straight edges. Right there. Oh, there we go. All right, I have a little spot there. Find something, just something little to go there. That'll be all right. And so there's our board. That didn't take too much time at all. We have some different colors. And if you want to add other things on top, you can do that too. Like if you're not a fan of that space, you know, you just bring something over and put it like that. I think I will actually. Yeah, not too much to talk about today. It's a very quiet day today. Just weather is still beautiful. Weather's been strange all over the place. So there we go. So let's just gonna move this. So I have more to make another master board, but you know, do one at a time here, and then that's good. And then there's the book pages at the back, and that can all be covered as well if you have construction paper, or if you have your you know, coffee tea dyed paper, So I'm going to turn it upside down. And then just, I know it's still a bit wet, so hopefully it won't give too much grief. Just get that out of my way. So, pockets, well, pockets can be any shape, any size to your journal. So I just cut that out of 4. So we'll make 2 rows with pockets. Just like that. I'm just giving a little press to my cutter so that it doesn't end up ripping the paper. It doesn't have a chance to rip the paper. I'll just turn it around. And then for tags, what do we do them at? 3? Maybe 3? Yeah, 3 seems to be good. Just do that. I'll do some tags. We did journal cards before with the book pages, so that was a lot of fun. 3, oh, that can be a skinnier tag, but it's close to 3. Yeah, it's just about 2.5, so that's okay. All right, oh, I'm not done yet. Smart, covered those, and I didn't finish cutting. So pockets, so if they're 4, okay. I'm gonna do a couple of them. Let's try this. Do corner to corner. You can use your scissors. I'm not confident enough that I can do a straight enough line. So there's a couple of corner tucks. And then, let's see. I don't want to do it at 5. I want it to have enough space. So that's a 4 by 5. And then there can be a mini tag as well. I mean, pockets, these can almost end up being journaling cards. And that one I did at a 5, and then this one, I'm just going to slim it down a bit for that little piece of paper that was kind of hanging there, and we'll pop it there. It can be another little tag. All right, let's see what we have here. We'll just do the pockets first. See what we got. So that could be an up tuck, and this could be a bottom corner. And there's a very pretty pocket. And this is plain, and that's just ready for dressing. And then this one, this can be go on a page as a tuck spot. Let me just grab my journal. This is the one I'm working on so far. It's with the Vagabond paper from Stamperia. So this can go on, you can glue it 2 sides and have it as a tuck spot. You can glue it just a bit further over, glue these 3 sides, make it a pocket, or glue these 3 sides and have it as a top pocket. So there's a few options there. And then our corner ones, it doesn't have to be at the top, but I always like to have up tucks. So that would look really nice. You could put a trim on it of lace and then tuck something up inside, or it can be a corner tuck, or it can go this way where you can have the bottom tuck, right? So there's a few ideas with that. And then our tags, let's see what they look like. Let me just move these for a second. Had troubles picking them up. And so there's a really nice tag. Love the writing on there. And then there's that one, and this one, and this one, and then the little guy. And with these, the little pieces, you can take it off if you want, but I'm going to just add some glue. And that's where your sewing can come in as well, right? You can sew it up and it won't come off. But this is another plain one, and we can dress them up. So then I have these little bits. The beauty of things like this is if you want to dress it before you cut it up, glue on all your bits. Turn it upside down if you like the surprise of it. And then you'll see what you've cut. Or you can just add your stuff and then make a plan of where you're going to cut and what you're making. So because this one is so plain, we're just going to glue some stuff on. And then you can add all your little extras, your laces and your trims and just all that stuff. And then this is where your little bits can come in as well, and you can just start adding little bits. So that's what I want to do with these plainer ones before we even add any pictures or anything like that. So it's all gone and got tucked now. Here we go. But just adding little bits on here. Just want to do one at a time. There we go. If I put this here, then it'll just add to the having that little piece stay on there like that. So there's that. So let's see. You can ink it up. Probably should. It looks a little plain. I'll use my pine cone today. The pine cone has brown in it, but it also has a purple tone in it, and it just gives it this really rich color. So just like that. Excuse me. I'm just going to grab some lace, which I didn't do when I was starting. There we go. It's kind of really thick stuff, but I can cut some of it down. But all kinds of things. You can just go crazy. Add butterflies, flowers. I'm just going to tear that little bit up. Just add a bit of lace. And for video's sake, I'm not going to do any sewing. You know, it just takes too much time to get the sewing machine, do all the sewing, you know. It can be time consuming, and I don't want to take up too much of your time, but she is beautiful. And because the paper's not even, it's a weird feeling paper. It's very soft, it feels like fabric almost. So I don't know if it's handmade paper or where Pam got it from, like with her printing, but it's just very pretty. So pretty. And then I just have a little random flower here. I'm just going to add that, but I better use my tacky glue. I don't think a glue stick will hold it on there enough. And I don't want things falling off. There we go. Can add words on here if you want. I'm going to leave it like that for now because it's It's very pretty, very simple, and I might come back and add words to it, but I just looked over and I have my Nouveau drops here. I have a few, but I really like this dirty bronze color, so let's use it. I'll make sure I don't come near my corners because I'm going to shape them, but I'm not going to do it right now because they're wet. And I have a little, my little punch that does the corners. So just gonna up down motion, otherwise blobs. And just remember, because I always forget, set it aside to dry. All right, so we'll do a couple tags and then we'll do a couple of the pockets. How's that sound? So let me just get some of those. So again, just like these ones have really nice stuff on them. I really like that. But this, I'm just gonna take it down a bit, just like that. Maybe add another one just right there. Just gonna lightly, I try not to do it hard because I know they're just gonna fall apart. All right, so let's do that. Easy does it. Just set it. Come on, get off. There we go, just like that. All right, grab another picture. All right, this fella keeps coming to me, so I guess I'm gonna use him. But I'm gonna bring him over just a little. Just gonna trim him up. Could wait to, we'll see that I go to put that on and then that's just gonna hide it all. So, but I'm gonna put him on a slant. There's always a way around things. If you're, you know, trying to figure things out. Let's just do it. I'll just trim off the one side. Some glue. I'm not even putting any lace or anything under them like we did on our first one. I just don't want to hide all that print that I just had up there. Goodness. So these are just little pages of advertisements. So I just want to have a little something underneath, just so he looks like it's collaged a little bit. Move it over. Just like that. Just cut it off. But these are all simple projects, simple ideas, and then just like always, you just take it in whatever direction you want and make it your own. And that's all I try to do, is give you some ideas, some inspiration, and hopefully I'm giving you inspiration in order to create bits. So then I have this one. It's raspberry pink, it's called. So these ones, I'm just gonna get it down. Some of them I haven't used in a while. I've been trying to use them up, but they last a long, long time. Sorry, I'm concentrating. There we go. Oop, that last one was a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. And so there's that one. So when it's all dry, I'll do my corners. And then again, this is another example where you just add your words. If you're going to add words, or you can go the extra mile and put on your butterflies. Like I didn't do that with these two. So these are very, very simple designs, and you know, why not? So I'm gonna, let's get that one up there. And this was just a trim that she had on there, and I'm going to use a piece of it, just get a little bit off. It's kind of tricky to rip, so I'm just going to use that. Ooh, took a piece of it with my thumb. Oh, that's okay. There we go. And this little piece that got ripped off, I'm just going to add it to the bottom. Why not? Don't waste it. Just use it. And so then I have these little papers here. I'm going to put some color on this one. Just going to rip off the edges. And these little papers, they all come from Amazon. There's ones that are flowers and butterflies, and then one is black and white newsprint. So just going to do that maybe. Let's see what we have here first. Oh, that's very pretty. So I'm just going to grab a bit of lace. So hopefully we're not, I don't even know how much time we've been on here, but hopefully it hasn't been too long for you. Rip that. And I like having the lace hang off a little bit. Oops. Come on. There we go. There's that. But this is very pretty. I'm just going to trim it down a little bit so it's not the whole width of the tag. There, that's a little better. Our weather is beautiful. I think I told you that, but no sunshine today, but it's still quite nice out. There's so much rain in BC right now. I'm in Alberta, as most of you know, so yeah, the weather has just been crazy in a lot of places. I'm just going to grab up my box here before we... Oh, look at that. I just squished two of those. Oh, man. Funny. But I have this beautiful butterfly. Look how much that pops. Just by adding something like that on there. I'm just going to take that little one out. Oops, sorry. It makes so much noise. I'm just going to add that right there, but it looks so pretty with all of the greenery and that girl just sitting there on the bench. So I'm going to do that instead. And then let's work on a couple of these pockets. Pockets, you have opportunity to do all kinds of things with them because there's more space as well to add on. But let's just check this out. I'm gonna use it. I try not to think too much of what I'm doing or how I'm doing it, and I just want to not take a whole bunch of time doing things. Oh, she's gorgeous. I'm gonna put her on there. But you can add pockets to your pockets. She's very pretty. Let's see, I think I have yellow butterflies in here. Oh yes. There's a beautiful yellow butterfly, and that can go right there. But just adding little things as you go, and it just makes everything pop, right? That's just a few little pieces, and it's gorgeous. So now when you put this into your journal, let's add a page here. Just like this, you know, you can do your 3 sides with the top pocket. These 3 sides have a side, or just do your 2 sides and have that as a lovely tuck spot, right? You can use your decal scissors and cut it all over. So that was really quick, that one. So that was cute. I really liked that one. And it doesn't need a whole mess of stuff. Of course, you can deck them out any way you want, right? So let's do one of the corner ones. Now, I have this little trim here. Oh, they're all kind of gathered together, which is fine. But I'm going to, on the back side, I'm going to add some glue. And then I'm going to put this lace and have some where it's over the top so that it shows on the front side of your pocket. Just add a bit more glue there. And then I'll cut it off. And then just, because it's a little longer, I'm just going to add a skinny line just down there. And so there is a pretty pocket. I'm just going to add a little glue to the paper, close it up. So there we go. And I mean, you can sew it down if you want on all 3 sides, and that just helps the lace to stay there. It's just a little crooked there. See if I can bring it down just a little bit. And then any overhang, it can just be trimmed. Just like that. So how pretty is that? So again, I'll just grab my journal just to show. I just like to give you some ideas. Right? And so there's a corner for it, and you can just use it to put in your ephemera bits. Just like that. Okay, so let's dress this one up. I think those little things are dry now. I don't think it needs any more bits on it, so, and those pictures are all too big. So if that's the case, then let's see, one of my butterflies fit on here. That's huge. All right, so I have this flower. Oh, we can pop a flower on there. What else do I have here? Let's use some of this little trim. I'm calling it trim. I don't know if it was an actual trim, but it's just nice to use some. And that can go. I'm just going to put it a little bit here and then see if I can scrunch it up, give it a little bit of texture. Oh yeah, that worked out beautifully. Show you. And so there it looks like that, just a little bit, and it gives it nice texture on there, so that was cute. And then the whole flower is not going to fit on here, but that's okay, because I'm going to just nip it off at the bottom like that, and then I'll sit it so that it looks like it's underneath the paper. Skinny little areas to glue. There we go. So I'm just gonna stick it under there. And then the nice thing about this glue is it dries clear. And I was using a piece of doily just to mop up paint and glue and stuff, but as usual, I'll just use my hands. So there we go. And then you can come again. Let's just see if I have a tiny little butterfly on here, I think. Oh yes. Very cute, just like that. Any extras that you add just make your creation pop. So, and there we go. There's that one. That's really cute. Yeah, I like that. All right, so let's bring these all back in. Slide all of that over. Oh, those are dry already, so that's good. Oops. Sorry about that. Playing with the buttons and I don't mean to. All right. So now, if you want to carry on and add butterflies, I mean, why not? I have so many butterfly stickers and I just love using them. So put it up there. How about right there? But the color just makes it pop. And then I have a blue butterfly. Purpley blue. Yeah, let's do that one on there. Why not? Go that extra little bit with them. And just add it right there. So there we go. All right, so I'm going to leave it there for today. And hopefully you'll give these a go. Show me some pictures. If you post them, if you could just, you know, not mention me, but, you know, when you go on Instagram and you share all your stuff, I would really like to, if you have my name there, then it gets put on mine and then I get to see everything right away. That's what I mean. Okay. Oh boy, words today are short. Goodness. All right, so there's our creations for today. I love them. So yeah, so they're going to become the tags. I'm just looking for my little punch. I've been using it this morning. And of course, everything gets moved when I'm in the middle of doing something else. But here's my beautiful little punch that I have. That was a very special gift. And then there we go. Just make them tags. This one I'm going to use just the little guy on the corners. That one was kind of weird. That one won't go in. So I'll do the bottom ones by hand. But yeah, might as well do these while we're here. And then there's that one. Because I probably won't sew these ones. I'm just going to leave them as the glued bit. But I mean, I still have lots to do because I'm trying to get a couple of journals filled. And so yeah. All right, there we go. Questions, comments, please leave them below. You guys rock. We have so many new subscribers, and I am so blessed and so fortunate to know you and to correspond with all of you. Thank you for all the emails. Yeah, I can't do this without you guys. So yeah, take care. God bless. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.